Breaking news: multiple victims at the Kansas City Chiefs victory rally at Union Station today, and they are currently looking for a few of the suspects, and they believe that they're hiding. And that was less than 12 minutes ago. But the shooting was this morning, and it is still ongoing. There hasn't been a lot of evidence so far of why it happened, where it happened, but it was directly after the celebration. And it was a beautiful day. And to have this happen is so bizarre. And I'm wondering how you're feeling about this. You know, we've had such a wild ride and a positive ride with, Kansas City this year and the celebration. And it just goes to show you that you never know. But there's a large police presence in the area, two armed individuals detained in connection with the incident, but it looks like they are still searching for other people who may be in harm's way or other people that were part of the crew. I feel like we're getting about 3% of the actual information that is going on. Does anybody else know any more than this? Was anybody there who witnessed it or saw it after the celebration? I guess there was absolute panic. People were running for their lives. At first, people thought it was fireworks and didn't realize until people started screaming that there was the chance that there was gunfire. And we're lucky that people didn't get stampeded. You know, if it had been really congested, there probably would have been more people hurt by people trying to mass exit than there was from the shots fired. Now, there are no reports of how serious the victims are, like where they are. I heard that there's people supposedly being inspected with chest problems. That's all I've heard so far. So I don't know. But it's serious. Things are breaking as we're here. CNN is on the case for it, checking it out and figuring out the situation that is going down as we speak.
We celebrated the Chiefs' victory in Super Bowl 57. It is very sad to know that Stacey Graves, the chief of police there, who is fairly new, is now having to respond, and it looks like in some active duty situation right now. It looks like they are going now below ground there. There are some tunnels and some basement areas under Union Station. I don't want to speculate on what's going on there, but this was a fear that I had, and I know that law enforcement, the FBI, they have spent over $1 million this year. Went from $750,000 last year on security up to $1 million now to try to secure this, I believe, a 2-mile route that the players, other dignitaries, I was actually in the parade last year along with Congressman Emanuel Cleaver. Of course, we had nothing to do with the Super Bowl. We celebrated.
Wow. So it goes to show you that anything can happen anywhere at any time, and that you have to be so hyper vigilant on what's going on. That gave us a little bit more information. How accurate that information is, we don't know. This is one of these things I think we'll know more in hours to come, maybe even weeks. But what would be the benefit? Thank God shots were not fired during. So I don't know what brought that on. And it was odd that it was directly after the celebrations were over that this came to be. So I will definitely do something else on this later is if I find out more information. If anybody knows anything, please leave it in the comments. If you could tell me how you're feeling, where you are right at this moment, all over the world. But it's shocking, and you just never know what is coming around the corner. And you have to be, even if you're at the parade, very leery with years to come, right? Like, let's say there's a celebration next year. What can they do to stop this? Can it be stopped? Is this a stoppable thing? I think not. But, you know, it was a 2-mile area, I guess. The FBI was involved in it. They spent, it sounds like, quite a bit of money and resources, and still were not terribly effective. And it doesn't sound like it was a large group, maybe less than 6 people. It'd be interesting to know what the logic was in this and why they did it. So if you know anything, please tell me in the future. I would love to know what's going on. Thank you for being here. And if you can, keep us in the loop. If you know information, even after this broadcast is shut down, please comment it on the side, and I will do my best to keep you posted. And I feel really bad for Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, all the people that went there with their families thinking that this was a safe environment. Are we not going to be able to do these type of things in the future because of this event? I think maybe it won't be worth the risk. Are we going to have to in the future start to beef up the amount of security that we have at football games, especially high profile football games? Were these people who were not fans of the Chiefs and maybe were just trying to put a scare into people? Did they fire into the sky or did they fire directly into the crowd? We don't know any of this. Was this some form of a prank? Was this just something that's separate from what was going on at the parade? Maybe has nothing to do with the parade. You know, it was maybe individuals that just had history and didn't like each other. I don't know. But if you know anything, please leave a comment. It'd be wonderful to know more in the future. Thank you. Take care.